In one of Kerala's most anticipated cases is out. The Kottayam Additional Sessions Court has acquitted Bishop Franco Mulakkal, clearing him of all charges in the Kerala nun rape case. After 36 months of trial, Bishop Franco Mulakkal was declared not guilty by the Sessions Court. Well, the bishop was accused of allegedly raping a nun at her convent several times between 2014 and 2016. The case dates back to 2018 and the verdict comes as a big setback for the Save Our Sisters campaign. A 3-year-long legal battle may now extend if the nun who accused the bishop of rape approaches higher courts. The nun filed a complaint in 2018, after which several nuns from the convent protested against the bishop, levelling allegations of sexual assault against him. The bishop, who was present at the court for the hearing, said, "Praise the Lord," as he stepped out of the Sessions Court in Kottayam. Well, this is a significant development today. Remember, this case dates back to the year 2018, when a nun here in question alleged that Bishop Franco Mulakkal had been raping her since the year 2014. Nuns of this particular church and others also had united against Bishop Mulakkal. Today, he has been acquitted by a court in an important development, but things could get worse for the bishop if the nun decides to challenge the verdict of this court and moves the higher court. The bishop, remember, who was present at the court for the hearing, said, "Praise the Lord," as he stepped out of the Sessions Court in Kottayam today, as the court, in fact, gave him that relief today. These visuals on your screen are of the bishop there, who has been given relief by the Kottayam court today. The verdict, remember, in one of Kerala's most anticipated cases is out, where the Additional Sessions Court has acquitted Bishop Franco Mulakkal, who you see on your screens right now.
Please. ദൈവത്തിന്റെ കോടതി പോലെ മാനുഷിക കോടതിയിലും വിജയം വരിച്ചു 100%. നീതി ലഭിച്ചതെന്നാണ് പ്രതീക്ഷിക്കുന്നത്.
Additional Sessions Court has acquitted Bishop Franco Mulakkal, clearing him of all charges in the Kerala nun rape case. After 36 months of trial, Bishop Franco Mulakkal has been declared not guilty by the Sessions Court. You just, in fact, saw the reporters trying to get a word from the bishop, who, in fact, was accused, remember, of allegedly raping a nun at a convent several times between 2014 and 2016. He is not really speaking to the press there. Journalists trying to get a word from him, but today, after his acquittal, he did come out of the court and said, "Praise the Lord." Back to 2018, and the verdict comes as a big setback for the Save Our Sisters campaign. The 3-year-long legal battle may now extend if the nun here, who accused the bishop of rape, approaches a higher court. The nun, remember, had filed a complaint in 2018, after which several nuns from the convent protested against the bishop, levelling allegations of sexual assault against him. The bishop, who was present at the court for the hearing and now is leaving the court, said, "Praise the Lord," as he stepped out of the Sessions Court in Kottayam today. On your screens right now, Bishop Franco Mulakkal right now, who has got relief after 36 months of trial. He's been acquitted by a Kottayam court in the rape case in which a nun from the very convent in which he was a bishop alleged that he had been raping her between 2014 and 2016. She made these allegations way back in 2018, a case which rattled the Christian community in the state of Kerala and the entire country, where a bishop was facing serious allegations of rape, and nuns just not in Kerala but otherwise also had united against Bishop Franco Mulakkal. The bishop was accused of raping a nun at a convent several times between 2014 and 2016. The case dates back to 2018 and the verdict comes as a big setback for the Save Our Sisters campaign, where the 3-year-long legal battle might just now extend if the nun here in question, who had made these allegations of rape, goes on to challenge this verdict in a higher court. The verdict in one of Kerala's most anticipated cases is out. The Kottayam Additional Sessions Court has acquitted Bishop Franco Mulakkal, clearing him of all charges in the Kerala nun rape case. After 36 months of trial, Bishop Franco Mulakkal was declared not guilty by the Sessions Court today. The bishop was accused of allegedly raping a nun at a convent several times between 2014 and 2016. The case dates back to 2018 and the verdict comes as a big setback for the Save Our Sisters campaign. The 3-year-long campaign, the legal battle in fact, may now extend if the nun here, who has made these serious allegations against the bishop, goes on to challenge this verdict in a higher court. The nun had filed a complaint in 2018, after which several nuns from the convent protested against the bishop, levelling allegations of sexual assault against him. The bishop, who was present at the court for the hearing, said, "Praise the Lord," as he stepped out of the court in Kottayam today. The bishop has been facing the trial for 36 long months now, 3 years now. The nun, remember, had made these allegations way back in 2018 when she said that the bishop had been raping her for 2 years between 2014 and 2018. Today, the bishop stands acquitted as he came out of court. He said, "Praise the Lord." However, things could get difficult for him if the nun decides to go ahead and challenge the verdict of the Sessions Court in Kottayam. If she moves, in fact, a higher court, then the legal battle could just get prolonged even further. We have a reaction that is coming in. Listen in.
We expect a conviction. We expect a conviction of this case because all the prosecutor witnesses appeared before this court, presented their version truly and correctly. So we, as a prosecutor, as an investigating officer, I think that it ended in a conviction.
What do you think is the reason for acquitting him?
I don't know. I can't explain now because after referring only the judgment, I can give an explanation.
Is there anyone become hostile in this case?
No. 39 witnesses appeared before this court. All are supporting prosecution.
But earlier, the prosecution was already told that there are enough evidences against Bishop Franco.
Yes, enough evidence is leveled before the court of law, but the delay, it is also explained. Delay of this reporting of this case is also explained properly.
Okay.
Because their situation and their living condition is entirely different than ordinary women. Okay. That should be considered. Okay.
Please. ദൈവത്തിന്റെ കോടതി പോലെ മാനുഷിക കോടതിയിൽ നമുക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും 100%. Please.
We have a reaction coming in from some social activists who've been reacting to these developments. Listen in.
Shocking, criminal, atrocious. No matter what the court and the judges think of themselves, we need to understand that the systems and the structures of justice in India are patriarchal. They are not for women and they are not for victims and survivors of sexual abuse and assault. This acquittal is just another number where they are concerned. But like you mentioned, this woman, Sister Lucy, has come out against very strong structures like the church, like the state. And the state agencies and the church have connived together to put her down and see that there is no justice. So,
Brinda Dige, well-known social activist, reacting to those developments. Well, now that Bishop Franco Mulakkal has been acquitted, what does this really mean? Here's what we know. This verdict, remember, comes as a big blow to Save Our Sisters campaign. Nuns who had united against Bishop Franco Mulakkal and these allegations against Bishop Mulakkal, in fact. The verdict also means that the 3-year-long legal battle may extend if the nun can approach the High Court. That option, the legal option, essentially is open before her. Moving on, after Alwar gang rape, shocking statement from the Rajasthan Minister, Women Development Minister, in fact. All right, I apologize for that. This seems to be a bit of a confusion, but we are going to, in fact, listen into this soundbite that is just coming in. Let's take a listen.
Yeah, this verdict is, I am saying that the success of the truth. Nothing more, success. From the beginning onwards, we can see that it's a concocted case. It is put up by the police officers and certain other anti-national elements also biking there, and they were put up this case and bringing us to attack the Christianity, not against the attack of that particular bishop. Just we can see that it's they want to make a rift between nun and bishop and nun and priest.
Important developments when it comes to that high-profile case where the allegations of rape were made against Bishop Franco Mulakkal. Remember, today he stands acquitted. These allegations were made way back in 2018, where the nun here in question had said that Bishop Franco Mulakkal had been raping her. He had denied those allegations throughout, where nuns from Kerala and outside of Kerala also had united against Bishop Franco Mulakkal, talking about how nuns were in fact at the receiving end, and this was not the sole case essentially. Today he's been acquitted by the Kottayam court, but the legal battle essentially could get prolonged for Bishop Franco Mulakkal if the nun here in question chooses to move a higher court and chooses to challenge this verdict of the Kottayam court today.